talking pile of goo either.
Welcome back. Ewok Templar. Atomic Heart. This should be the end. This should be the finale, actually. I looked it up, but this is pretty linear at this point.
Are we leaving, or is there anything else you want to know?
Do you have any more questions?
Okay, let's go.
No more questions. We looked at all the computers. We're impressed by how many buttons are on our pants. But it's time to go.
I'm really sorry you had to go through all this.
Oh, shit! Oh, here we go again.
No, not now! Not here!
Aw, man, I went to combat mode. Sechenov's controlling me. Oh, this is what I did to her. Did I shove her through a tiny, tiny hole? Where's this? I was facing this way. Oh, this is where I finished climbing up. Can I go back down? That'd be kind of interesting. It's all still here. No. Can't go back down. In a hole? No. Okay. Just wanted to experiment.
We are all monsters in the dark, my boy.
Are we all kitties in the dark too?
From my father's library was nothing but the knowledge I sought. I've spent my entire life putting those fragments back together. And once I'd completed the puzzle, I found a book that now prevents me from sharing my knowledge. That book is Human Greed.
Human evil greed, sir?
On the other side of the world, they're busy playing with money. They're playing with the power of men. Science shattered to pieces by the houses no one has ever read.
Is this a Max Payne reference?
That exists now.
A blood maze?
To fully evolve. They are all. Get rid of it and let robots toil for us. Get rid of inequality.
Wait, all these paths are dead ends.
Choice. Accelerate evolution. Share everyone and combine our minds into a single great collective.
Is it one of the things where something changes behind me once I get close to it?
Science will start to flow.
Like last time? Oh, it did, yeah.
A great scientific team that encompasses the entire globe.
Those robot lamps?
Is the hand of goodness. Embrace all mankind.
You say collective is the hand of goodness, but you're taking away everyone's free will. You're basically just turning all people into robots. What's the point?
Of knowledge better than any.
If robots can do the jobs that robots do, why would you even need people by that logic?
Without falling into the abyss of war and hatred.
So I was up there, and I went over there,
Warrior.
and I climbed up, even though it looks like I arrived at the top. Oh, what's happening? Does he just keep talking if I don't walk all the way out there? Do I have to listen to a longer speech?
Dr. Sechenov just held a press conference in which he completely denied rumors about civilian robots malfunctioning at Facility 3826. The facility is back to full operational capacity, and the red alert will
Finally
be
back
lifted
with
very
us,
soon.
Sonny. You took a real
Collective
pounding, didn't
2.0
you?
will be
You were pretty
launched
close to
as
staying there
planned.
for good.
Where?
You tell me. How am I supposed to know where you are when you're on the bloody rampage? You were a nice boy when my daughter was around, but ever since she passed away, you do nothing but sulk and fly off the handle at the drop of a hat. Nothing but blood and ripped off heads everywhere. Disgraceful.
What's your daughter got to do with me?
My Katinka. Our Katinka. They played hell with your memory, Sonny.
Lady, what are you talking about?
She was
Grandma
my daughter.
Xena is my
She was
Ekaterina
ex-mother-in-law.
Nechaeva, codename Blesna, member
I
of
mean,
the
she was pretty.
Argentum Spec Ops squad. So you must be...
Your mother-in-law, you stupid ignoramus. You worked for Sechenov until those Bulgarian terrorists blew you up. Katya didn't make it. Then Sechenov turned you into a monster.
Yeah, I may have heard something about that.
Why are you just sitting there if you already knew? I've been keeping an eye on you ever since. I figured there must be some humanity somewhere in you.
Sorry, lady, but you figured wrong. My past, my present, it's all gone. Wait, where's Larissa?
She's everywhere. You scattered her to the four winds.
Fuck. You got a gun, lady.
Does it look like I don't have one? What would you like?
Anything'll do. I just need to blow my head off.
Great idea. Just blow your own damn brains out and be done
Stand
with
down,
it.
lady.
Then Sechenov can turn everyone into mindless meatbags. First the Soviet Union, then the rest of the world.
I get it.
If you get it, then get up. I'll give you weapons, lots of them. But only if you promise me you'll put that freak down once and for all. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Listen to your elders, Major. Comrade Sechenov's deeds demand vengeance.
What is this shit, Sergei?
It is me, Zinaida. Chariton Zaharov.
Chariton, you devil! You're alive!
In a sense, an evil wizard turned me into polymer goo.
Wait a fucking minute. Are you telling me you've known Granny Xena this whole time?
Keeping secrets can be very useful, Major. They haven't let us down yet.
Useful to who? You keeping secrets is letting me
Sechenov
down.
must be off his rocker if he's doing this kind of stuff to people. Wait a second. What about Katya, Katinka? Could she still be alive?
It's possible, but in what state? Just look at me. I'm not sure I'm better off, but I don't have hard data at this time.
I'm begging you, Sergei. Sechenov has to die!
Jeez, get off my back already! Crispy critters! What the hell is going on around here? On the one hand, I've got lying, manipulative dicks who claim to be noble avengers. On the other, I've got a Soviet scientist and member of the Academy who wants to enlighten all mankind and use me to get rid of assholes. According to the manipulative dicks, that is.
I'm not letting the fingers just up. I'm out. I've had enough of this game. Blair, why don't you show me what's in the arsenal of yours? I guess it's when you make the big decision.
Whatever, lady. Why don't you show me what's in that?
They don't give you a lot of time to choose, though. Okay. I wonder what happens when I side with Sechenov.
Honey, I am extremely worried about you. I think you may be in danger.
What do you mean? The break room isn't safe anymore.
No, handsome. My room will always be safe for you. I won't let anyone in as long as you're here.
Then where is this threat coming from?
Your glove. It is manipulating you. Take it off before it's too late, and we'll be together till death do us part.
Oh, man. I'm sick of you going on about the glove.
But I'm right, darling.
Yeah, you just want to murder me. Not gonna happen.
How could you even think that, sugar? I only kill pathetic, horny little pipsqueaks who try to enter me, when all I want is you.
How many times do I have to tell you to stop killing people?
But that's beyond me, sugar. I can't help myself.
Then you'll have to deal with the glove until you can.
You should forbid her from telling you to remove the glove.
You see? He is turning you against me. Oh, sneaky manipulator. Darling, take off the disgusting thing right now.
Listen, can you spare me your maniacal ramblings? This place has already gone to hell.
Whatever you say, Master. Just enter me often and keep punishing me.
Good lord. Alright. We maxed out Polymer Jet. the combat polymer. And hopefully that helps. Everything else, we just sort of evened out the ammo. I don't know how well this is gonna go. Can I talk to you? Is talking over? It is. Any more supplies left? I can kill the pigs. That'd be
Then
rude of
come
me.
on, Sergei. Vengeance awaits.
Don't rush me. One thing at a time.
I would prefer that we reach Sechenov before Collective is updated and it is too late to change anything, in case you don't like his answers.
Yeah. Big jump. One last visit to Nora. Oh god, so the attack did happen everywhere. It wasn't just downstairs in the facility. Literally, when I get attacked, the entire facility gets attacked. Oh god, it already just right to it then, huh? Oh, great.
Be careful, Major.
Attack it to take out its stored up energy and weaken your foe's special attack.
Is that
Oh,
left or
God.
right? Same difference.
You have no idea how right you are.
You know what? It's cool.
Don't give up, Major. We need to get upstairs.
It's left.
The twin is using everything she has to kill you. Use everything you have.
I am. One good thing about polymer
What are you looking at, Major?
goo. It's slowing her down.
Imagine if there were two of them.
Slow down more. Slow down more.
Latest robotics technology.
What's the
and
point of
robots.
upgrading the rocket launcher if the rocket's too slow for her?
Stay alert. This lady has no desire to dance with you.
Oh my god. Rocket launcher was a mistake. Honestly, the Shocker was doing the most business on her. God, that's creepy. Oh, okay. The old stories that hips don't lie. These hips do everything else. Oh my god. What is that? My god. That was brutal. Oh, now comes the true fight. What was that, just the intro to her? She's gonna come back stronger? Gonna get more ammo? Gonna go visit Honora again? No, of course not. Yeah, that's cool. Now I know their slender frame's really hard to hit even with the homing rockets. Probably should have used the mines.
Atomic Heart Project.
But the homing blade worked okay, not great. Shotgun seemed to be the best bet.
On February 14, 1951. The goal is the suppression of the United States of America. Change of political regime, abolition of capitalism, establishment of communism, establishing social and moral ideals consistent with the beliefs of a Soviet person. The method of execution is the seizure of the strategic and military facilities, followed by disconnection and shutdown of nuclear power plants. Effective deactivation of the Atomic Heart of America, complete surrender of the government, and the transfer of power to the top leadership of the USSR.
So how are they gonna pull that off?
Well, Sergei, first they sell robots, then they simply give them away as aid. Once they reach critical mass, they take over all the power plants and cut off the power.
I'm gonna fight this Baelish in this tiny room. Are those all the polymer robots out there right now? The Politburo of the Soviet Union. Welcome, comrades. The capitalism and imperialism of the United States, consumed by hatred and envy of the Soviet Union's magnificent scientific achievements, declared the launch of the Global Energy for All programs. In essential, this program is just as hypercritical as the capitalist system itself, hiding behind a facade of lofty ideas. The capitalism strive to worldwide hegemony and suppress of all independence other than their own, and the eradication of those who do not share their values. Atomic Heart Project is made up of several sequential steps. Design and build civilian robots with no weapons or other signs of potential military application. These robots have been designed to be independent of their software. Any owner can install any software onto them they like. On the outside, the robots seem to be perfectly harmless, safe, and friendly, but in reality, they are equipped with highly effective hand-to-hand combat techniques and can use civilian equipment as lethal weapons. Stage 2, the project requires Soviet civilian robots to be seen by the entire world as humanitarian goods. Now, it's a giant Trojan horse scheme, okay. Profit-hungry American capitalists are flooding their country with our robots, a free robotic workforce, the dream of every capitalist usurper. During stage 3, the Soviet Union has made obtain free robots as easy as possible for the foreign customers. American businesses, for one, have already imported over 100 million Soviet robots, various models, and used to facilitate related energy for all American power. Atomic Heart Project has thus been accomplished. During the final phase of the project, civilian robots will be switched from civilian operation to combat mode. They will then capture all key components of the infrastructure of the United States. They will become possible to launch the Collective 2.0, which will unite all Soviet robots into a unified neuropolymer network that requires no radio signals, digital protocols, or other electronics. All Soviet robots will be able to receive and successfully carry out our commands, and their attack will be sudden and it will happen everywhere. Also, basically what happened here was a test of what Collective 2.0 was going to be. Well, not really a test, but like a false flag launched by Petrov to essentially expose it to the world and try to stop Sechenov. Alright, I guess I'm going this way.
At
we can just read about them?
The GMC-69 geodesic monocycle's wheel can slice a man's body in half. Its standard loadout includes a 7.62mm machine gun that can be replaced with a flamethrower or laser gun.
I still don't get how we can control machines in America from the Soviet Union. It's not like hacking a hub in the facility.
Comrade Major, the polymers have the ability to transmit information among themselves without need for radio frequencies. No other transmitters are required, since the neuropolymer is itself a transmitter. Collective 2.0 will work the same way, but with the brains of ordinary users. An enormous social distance would be required to avoid control, but any undesirable outcasts will be caught by the robots.
This robot's extremities are made out of PTA-4 for improved human spine-breaking performance.
Oh my god, why'd they make this facility up here that literally just confesses to all the civilian robots actually being military capable?
The NAT-256 Natasha heavy-duty ground-based loader bot can squeeze up to 5 liters of blood from a human body in under 20 seconds.
I bet it'll be like how people control these monsters with that fucking gizmo there. The thought controller.
As I said earlier, thought is nothing but a trinket, a fake. The primary connector is the Jellyman, the neuropolymer, and only Sechenov has access to it. Only the Jellyman, a massive data array, can resonate with all polymerized objects and control them. And believe me, Comrade Major, a tremendous amount of polymer has been spread throughout the world over the last few years. Every machine and every human being on Earth will become part of Collective.
Designed as a mobile healthcare unit, the doc cannot replace a medic or paramedic. But it is quite adept at performing autopsies, especially if the patient is still alive.
To 100 kills an hour. Oh god, that actually gives you like a description of how many kills they could probably get. 450 kills an hour. 80 kills an hour. 60 kills an hour. These are brutal way of doing things. Respect for the evil, though. It's like he's basically he's a human Skynet. 60 kills an hour, Bumblebee.
The Bumblebee has a silent mode for infiltrating enemy lines and gathering intelligence. Acting as an exoskeleton for a fuse-based neuropolymer creature, the Dewdrop is a highly capable combat unit whose laser beams.
So those Plushas that we fighting that are weak to melee only are supposed to go inside this thing.
0.15 seconds.
So
They
to make a
control it
long
like
story
power
short,
armor.
Sechenov is in charge of this polymer thingy, this Jellyman, and the Jellyman is going to be in charge of everything that becomes part of the network.
Indeed.
Sounds like freaking black magic or something.
The polymers have not been fully studied, nor has Collective. It is entirely possible that humans have created something greater than themselves. In fact, the electronic messages you have been reading at the pair terminals may very well have been specially selected for you by the neural network, or even created. We simply don't know, Major.
I don't like the sound of that.
It's no worse than a single man's drive to control more lives than just his own.
Also, you admit that you had potential to be lying to me, and that every email I've read about stuff has been wrong. So the glove could be evil. Let's see. I think they overestimated this one. They're at 90 kills an hour. This one just always malfunctions and goes in circles.
The Hauler is capable of detaining intruders with a special clamp. It is programmed to keep the subject pinned to the ground while awaiting a human rapid response team, or terminate it if none is coming.
This little mustache dude. 70 kills an hour?
Anti-personnel operator, programmed with advanced melee techniques, prioritizing breaking victims' necks to ensure zero survivability.
That's nice.
A light reconnaissance drone. A group of owls can lift an enemy off the ground and drop it from a lethal height.
Listen, this is fucking bonkers. Sechenov wants to take over the world.
The fact that he recorded all this too?
Not blow it up, just deprive it of electricity. Weren't you listening? If you still have doubts after the Academy, what I've told you, and everything you've seen around you, let's just do what we came here to do. Look your former boss in the eye and ask him.
I think the owl could get more kills, especially since it has the tiny rocket launchers than this.
The MFU-68 Laborer
little Saul
is
boy.
heavily represented among the robotic staff of prisons, where it carries out patrol duties.
Would this tiny little Sawbot stop you? You saw it coming for you?
Designed as a freight drone, the Drofa also doubles as a punitive expedition unit. Its unique Archimedes screw rotors can chop a human body into bits as efficiently as an industrial-grade meat grinder.
Oh. Its impulse cannon can gooify me then, huh? Oh, there's Nora. There's another elevator. Somebody tells me I have a fight in here, and then I immediately leave.
Authorization.
Okay. We'll be fine. In fact, let's start off with the shotgun. Let's just go with what works, and then we'll move from there.
Saving data.
Make sure we have goo equipped. By the way, those symbols should be a little bit bigger for what you have. I think the UI on the bottom for like your lightning and your switch abilities right there need to be a little bit bigger. And possibly to the side next to your health or your energy, whichever one. Just a tiny suggestion. Oh, do I have to fight both at the same time? Because that's gonna suck. Did you know Lefts tried to kill me downstairs? I do like the idea they show you the final boss room at the beginning of the game. I do like that. That's kind of cool. Gives that full circle feel.
Boss?
Protect. Well, Cheriton, are you proud of yourself? You, Larissa, and Zenaida have certainly been busy. But Sergei, I wouldn't have expected you to be quite so gullible, my boy.
Silence! You messed with my head. You wiped my memory. Am I a toy to you like those other people connected to Collective? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Calm down, Sergei. I can see you're terribly upset. It's okay, I don't blame you. But you, Cheriton, you were supposed to help the boy, not pull his strings like a puppet.
Me? Don't you blame this on me? I'm not the one trying to deprive everyone of their free will, turning them into mindless puppets. And it wasn't my choice to be a talking pile of goo either. You're glad it happened, aren't you? You'll use everything and everyone to achieve your goal, including me and your agent. Admit it!
How dare you? I lost you both, then saved your lives. You're both scientific miracles. You are my best friend, Cheriton. And the Major is like a son to me.
And those two are like daughters, right? And everyone you're going to connect to Collective, everyone whose minds you're going to control. Who are they to you? Millions of foster kids? Everyone is just grist for your mill, Dimitri.
I want to give mankind a spectacular future. Unimaginable achievements. I want to give them a path to the star.
Both of you, shut up! Get your hands up! Some goddamn wizard you are. Tell him to stand down. I'm counting to 3. 1!
What a shame.
2!
It's a shame you've escalated this situation without even trying to resolve it peacefully. But I won't let you stand in the way of progress. Right, left, terminate.
Son of a bee sting. Really? There was no warning to tell me there was going to be an action sequence where I'd have to use the tap ability, but whatever. Oh, okay. Thought we could skip that part. Can she just fly? Golden hat girl. I'm fully upgraded. Oh, good. Are they programmed to laugh at me too? Throw the plane at her. How come she got so many good upgrades? All I got was the glove.
What in the actual living fuck is this?
Stop blaming the machines, Major.
Freaking fucking critters! These are cold hard facts, Bulliet!
I can do this.
That's exactly what I want to correct. You just walk into the...
Stop messing with my head! So one of these robots is Ekaterina Nechaeva, the wife I don't remember? Well, which one?
They both are! I tried to bring Glesna back to life when her brain was literally ripped in half. I wanted to restore her right at
Oh, I just live in here with them, huh?
but the process was too complicated.
What the shit? But why? You're already fucking with people who are still alive. Couldn't you just leave the dead in peace? Which of my memories have you wiped, boss? And how many times? That's enough, boss. I'm willing to believe that you were acting in my best interest. But why couldn't you just tell me?
I'm sorry, Sergei. I wasn't sure what to do.
Right now, the right thing is to call off the twins and just talk to me.
Forgive me, but right now they're
It's kind of hard to pay attention to the dialogue when they're hitting Amy. Let me reload.
Crispy critters, can we just stop fighting?
Sheraton, take off the glove.
Okay, fine. First call off. My wife.
Oh, come on.
He can do this. Don't listen to him. Sechenov is manipulating you.
Wake up, E3. Sheraton has been brainwashing us from the very beginning. Wake up.
As he...
Fuck.
For so long.
Major, wake up.
Is this all a dream? I just finished reloading. How you can just cancel my reload?
Your wife is dead. Sechenov took her from you.
E3, and give me Sheraton before anyone else gets hurt.
Dimitri is suggesting that I'll be hurt. You will be next, Major.
Well, I don't really have a choice. You guys are saying that I have options. Okay. Yeah, just make a death laser. It's cool. Only killed one of them, though.
You lousy
Sergei, you
piece
don't
of
understand.
shit.
Sheraton's manipulating you.
So the other option is to just take away everyone's free will?
He gained access to the Voskhod module in your brain and started sending you to Limbo. I was busy getting ready for the collective update, so I didn't realize it right away. He's the one who killed Molotov. Tell me, Sheraton, did you do the same thing to Dr. Filatova? Did you use my agent to tear her limb from limb?
I'm sick of your hypocrisy, Dimitri. I did your dirty work while you stayed squeaky clean.
But they didn't deserve to die. Why have you done this?
You motherfucker, this whole time.
I've done enough of you, Major. Your job is done.
P3, my boy. Get up! Get up!
Is the goo gonna activate collective anyway?
What do you want?
I want all this to end, Dimitri. I want your pathetic human race to realize it has no future. It's time for it to step aside and make way for the next phase of its evolution.
I guess you already were a goo. Becoming a goo man would not be that much, you know, different.
Sheridan, you're pure evil. What are you going to do to humanity and collective?
You should not call something evil just because you cannot comprehend it. Evil is an abstract concept, and your thinking is limited. You are a human, a species that will soon be extinct. I realized when I stopped being human myself. Your limitations prevent you from seeing the truth. Dumb humans don't want to evolve. All they want is comfort and satisfaction on someone else's dime.
You never wanted to join with the massive array. No. Stop, Sheridan. No.
I changed my mind.
Kept telling me to wake up. What was that about? Was that just to distract me? The golden pony boy connector. You're so perfect, why do you still need that? No way, that's the way the game ends?
The Argentum unit entered Dr. Sechenov's office and found no trace of the doctor. According to partially reconstructed footage, it appears the humanoid neuropolymer object approached Dr. Sechenov's body and then completely consumed it. After the events described in the report, the unidentified humanoid neuropolymer object left Dr. Sechenov's office and vanished.
It can't be the end.
P2, P3. Mind is never free.
Dumb, crispy critters!
The one I didn't kill? I wonder if it switches if I don't do the other one.
There is nothing I can do.
Oh, I get it. This is there's gonna be an Atomic Heart too.
Leave me here to cry.
They left it super open-ended because they didn't want. Oh man, that's slightly unsatisfying, but at the same time, I like it. But I wonder if that means if the next game's gonna be co-op, like if that's the plan. Because are you gonna have the other twin you didn't destroy as a playable character? Because that'd be pretty cool.
You know my love will follow you, baby.
That was Atomic Heart. I feel like I want to talk about a few things. Like, I think the game is good. I like it. I consider it a love letter to both Half-Life and BioShock. The combat's fun, although some parts can be repetitive. The open world was okay, very reminiscent of Far Cry. I think they wanted to go for something like Fallout, but it came off more like Far Cry, to where it wasn't so much about backtracking, it was about exploring and taking over everything. Although the dynamic of having the robots respawn forever definitely changed the way the game played. It kind of forced your hand to play more aggressively or more stealthfully. Stealthfully would definitely have taken a lot more time. Also very difficult, seeing as the amount of different ways the robots could be alert to your presence. Like one by one, yeah, fine. But the fact that they respawn and now that their bodies are going to be piled up where you last were, like it forced you to keep on moving. And a lot of the levels were, even on the outside area in the open world, got very narrow and were very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like very choke pointy, to where I don't think stealth was even an option at some points. But that being said, all the good things about it, I like the combat was fine, weapons were fine. Definitely more difficult in the beginning than I thought it was going to be. Once you get your upgrades going, then it becomes easy, and I see where people were bothered by that. I think maybe to supplement that, maybe you should allow people to change difficulty during campaign while they're still playing, rather than select it at the beginning. Because the beginning, having it be selected and you can never change it, that's a very linear way for a story game to be, for a narrative game to be, like a lot of narrative games do that. But if you want to make it feel more open world, especially with after you get all the upgrades and after you get comfortable with the weapons, to where the only difficulty change is the amount of enemies, how fast they respawn. And to be honest with you, as tough as the twins were, I think what was it called? The Eyebot with Fushimi in it. Oh, I remembered this. The Dewdrop. I think the Dewdrop was actually the hardest fight in the game, especially for me. With everything I had upgraded, he had a lot of health. He could move more than a third of the battle arena in one movement. Also interesting, like, it seemed to have extra defense, like halfway through the fight. Like once you got down the halfway point, it changed and added the Fushimi exposed itself and made the fight harder because it started attacking faster and with more melee. But it also became weak to the physical attacks. So that was interesting. I think it became weaker to all attacks. Also, I didn't notice that it had invulnerability states until I was actually editing the video. That the Dewdrop actually had iframes in certain parts where I hit him with a missile and I'd see his health didn't move at all, and I'd be like, what? Can't believe I didn't notice that while I was playing. As far as fighting the twins, they obviously did not have any iframes. I think I could hit them all the time, but they were just really tough, had a high defense. I like the ending. It did leave me wanting more, though. There are DLCs. If the series does well, I'll definitely go back and go through those. I might go through one or two, or maybe at least one of them on my own. Not on my own, but immediately, just because I really did enjoy the game. It was fun. I like the story. I like the amount of what's it called? The backstory you get. Although a lot of it is useless and just put there to make a world building effect, that's fine. A lot of good games do that. But gotta talk about what I think the problem was, because the game did not do as well as I thought it, as I think it should have done, and I think it was just a timing thing. Because of course, elephant in the room, the war in Ukraine came out, and this story takes place in is a Russian narrative, and a lot of people aren't happy with Russia right now because, for obvious reasons, they feel that the invasion of Ukraine is not justified. I mean, I would agree with them that I don't think their invasion of Ukraine was necessary. I don't think they had Nazi bases over there. I don't think they even have oil. I think it's a whole lot of malarkey. But that being said, the people who made Atomic Heart decided to finish it because they had been working on it before the war broke out. They also had to apologize for the capitalist caricature, I believe, that was in the little animated films, but to their credit, since the game is supposed to take place in a retro-futuristic 1955, that felt like it was accurate for the time, for the era they were trying to what's the word I'm looking for? Express. But they went ahead and apologized for it, so that might have deterred people. But honestly, I think the biggest factor from just a gamer perspective, ignoring the war and ignoring the slightly racial cartoons for the capitalist pig. If you were looking at it as just a person who wanted to play a narrative, I think the weakest part, that's the hardest part to get over, is the character you play as, P3. I think that's actually, when it comes to just the video game aspect of the game, that's its weakest spot, is P3. I didn't mind the Crispy Critters thing. I actually like the callback and also the excuse for him having that weird line. I like that it doesn't get exposed to almost near the end. It makes it kind of funny. It's a very long joke. It pays off. It's not amazing. It's not a big, amazing payoff, but it does pay off. But the problem is his attitude. Right at the beginning, the way P3 is acting at the beginning of the story is the way you would think he'd be acting at the end of the story. But he already starts off there. He already starts off in that weird mentality of everyone's dumb, they should just listen to the boss, and I'm gonna swear like I'm a 12-year-old who just learned how to swear a year ago. You know what I mean? Not even a year ago, like a week ago. He just comes off, the way he talks, especially at the beginning, his beginning dialogue. I mean, it's funny because it tapers off eventually and it becomes not as much of a nuisance about halfway through the game. But right at the beginning of the game, he comes off as weird. He comes off a little childish, the way he swears at everything. And it's not like he's swearing like an adult. It's not like a pirate or something, or it's not like a soldier who's seen flashbacks or something, you know? It's just weirdly thrown in there. It's just regular, it's just the regular way he talks, and it comes off, it is a little bit off-putting the way he structures his sentences with it. Which, to the game's credit, it does make sense later on, once they explain his trauma, the fact that he's died, that came back as basically a polymer cyborg. But still, it's weird how it starts off so strong in the beginning, his intro dialogue with everything. I think, honestly, right at the beginning, the first hour or two of gameplay, it probably should have been almost no swearing for P3. I think I said this earlier in another episode that a game probably would have done a lot better if P3 had been a silent protagonist and rarely talked. Maybe the only thing he said was Crispy Critters. I think that would have paid off a lot better. But if you had to keep him talking in the game, if you had to keep his dialogue in the game, I think they should have pulled back a lot from the weird style of swearing that he was doing until about maybe 2 to 3 hours into the game. I think his attitude the changing point should have been right before he got on the tram. When he's looking for the ticket for that obnoxious robot that controls the tram system. I think that should have been the turning point to where he starts to get frustrated. But that's just me. Let me know what y'all think. What do you think about Atomic Heart? Let me know how you felt about this playthrough. Let me know if you think there's gonna be an Atomic Heart 2. But I'm gonna leave this one here. Thank you all. Ewok Templar, Atomic Heart. I'm probably gonna come back and do at least one DLC at some point. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that like button. Keep on posting. I'll see you on the next game. Y'all take it easy.
But I won't let you stand in the way of progress. Right, left, terminate.
Son of a bee sting. Really?